June 1942. A steaming clearing near the Tarawa River. A captured American M1 Bazooka lies in the mud like a broken plumbing pipe. Captain Toshiro Miyazaki of the Ichiki detachment picks it up, turns it over, and starts laughing so hard he has to lean on his Arisaka rifle. "Look, the Americans fight tanks with a child's toy," his men roar. A Type 95 Hogo tank crew poses beside it for a propaganda photo. The tiny 2.36-inch rocket launcher next to their 37mm cannon. The caption they write, "We fear this more than rain." 3 weeks later, on the other side of the island, a 19-year-old Marine private named Mitchell Paige watches a weapons instructor demonstrate the same toy. The instructor fires one rocket into a wrecked Japanese tank. The shape-charge warhead punches straight through the thin armor and explodes inside. Paige whistles, "Sir, does this thing really work on real tanks?" Instructor grins. "Son, it works better on real tanks." Night of the Naval Battle of Guadalcanal. Japanese battleship Hiei is crippled and drifting. At dawn, a handful of Marines from the 1st Battalion, 7th Marines sneak aboard rafts with 4 bazookas. Lieutenant Mitchell Paige leads them. They paddle right under the battleship's 14-inch guns and fire rockets into the lightly armored stern. One rocket detonates the ready-use ammunition. Hiei erupts in flames and later sinks. The first battleship in history killed by infantry shoulder weapons. That same night on land, Colonel Shoshi's regiment charges the Marine perimeter screaming banzai behind 15 Type 95 tanks. Paige and his men wait in the kunai grass with 12 bazookas. At 50 yards, they open fire. The first rocket hits the lead tank square in the turret ring. The tank explodes like a firecracker. In 8 minutes, 11 tanks are burning wrecks. The Japanese infantry break and run. The bazooka has just saved Guadalcanal, Section 3. The panic spreads. 1943-44. From Tarawa to Saipan, by late 1943, every Japanese tank regiment receives an urgent order: do not close within 200 meters of American infantry. The Imperial Japanese Army actually issues a new tactical manual titled Countermeasures Against the American Rocket Launcher, Type 97. Chiha crews start welding logs and bamboo around their tanks. It doesn't help. At Tarawa, Marines fire over 5,000 bazooka rockets in 76 hours. Every single Japanese tank on Badio is destroyed, most by bazookas. At Saipan, Corporal Richard Sorensen throws himself on a Japanese grenade to save his bazooka team, earns the Medal of Honor. By 1944, the bazooka is upgraded to the M9 with a 90mm warhead. Even late-war Type 3 Chinu and Type 4 Horo don't stand a chance. The 19th of February, 1945, Red Beach, Iwo Jima. Japanese tank officers watch the first wave of Marines through binoculars and laugh again. Still using those toy pipes? Then the second wave lands. Every platoon now has 6 M9 bazookas and aluminium rockets that can punch through 150 millimeters of armor. In the first 48 hours, 28 Japanese tanks and 12 armored cars are turned into flaming coffins. Surviving tank crews abandon their vehicles and run. On the 26th of March, 1945, the last organized Japanese armored counterattack on Okinawa charges 12 tanks straight at the 1st Marine Division. They never get within 300 yards. Every tank is killed by bazookas before a single Marine is hurt. The Japanese commander radios headquarters one final message: the American rocket has made tanks obsolete. Total Japanese tanks destroyed by bazookas, 1942 to 45, estimated 1,800 plus. Total Marines killed by Japanese tanks after 1942, less than 60. The toy pipe that made hardened samurai veterans laugh in 1942 became the weapon that ended the myth of Japanese armor forever. By the time the war ended, Japanese soldiers weren't charging with bayonets anymore. They were running from the sound of an American private cocking a 2.36-inch tube, END.